In this video, we're going to talk about conditional formatting and how to use the Rules Manager to help us manage multiple conditional formatting setups that we have in our document. So conditional formatting is when you have a value in a cell, it may turn a certain color or different formatting. So if we're in school, if we're talking about grade point averages or averages for a grade, for our class, we can set up our top and bottom performers, the cells just to turn a certain color. Maybe the bottom performers turn red, the top performers turn green, maybe our middle performers turn a certain color. So we can use this in ways for multiple different things that we might use an Excel spreadsheet for, and have Excel apply the formatting depending on the value in the cell. So let's get over to our spreadsheet. And this is, if you're in my class, you can pull up 06 patient visits conditional formatting. So we have job titles, we have names, we have some numbers for each month. So we don't know what this data really is, but we can apply conditional formatting to it because we have numbers, and we can set up things that are less than a certain number to be a certain color, and things that are greater than a certain color to be or certain values that are greater than a certain number to be a certain color. So let's see how we do that. So we're going to select D4 to 08. So this is our data set. So D4 all the way over to 08, which is all of these cells. So let's go to the Home tab, which you should be on already. In the Styles group, so we're back over here at the Styles group. In a previous video, we talked about how to use our pre-formatted styles. We're going to click our Conditional Formatting button, and then select Highlight Cells Rules. So Highlight Cells Rules. So this is the first. This is the first choice you have. And once you figure out kind of how they work, you can play around with different ones. So Highlight Cell Rules. We're going to go to the greater than dialog box. So let's go to greater than. So our greater than dialog box pops up. So it says format cells that are greater than, and you get to type in your number, and we're going to type in 600. So anything greater than 600 is going to take on this highlight or this formatting. In our instructions, in our step-by-step, it says to just leave whatever the formatting is that it suggests. So it's light red with dark red text. So click OK. So now if you step away from this, so deselect your cell range, you'll see that anything greater than 600, so 601 and above, will be this reddish color. So this data apparently represents the months in which the physicians were seeing more than the ideal number of patients. So that's important. Maybe they feel like the physicians or the doctors aren't spending enough time with each patient. So they kind of want to highlight that data and see who's stepping over those boundaries. So now let's use the Rules Manager to apply the conditional formats. So let's select that same data set. Select it. So D4 to 08. Go to the Home tab. Conditional Formatting. And then we have a little bit of power here. We're going to clear rules. So we're going to clear rules from selected cells. So that way we're not clearing them from everything, because we may have multiple data sets in this spreadsheet. So clear rules from selected cells. Let's open this menu again with those cells still selected. We're going to go to Manage Rules. So select the lowest choice, Manage Rules. And here, this is where it gets really powerful. You get to set up all kinds of different things. So we're going to click the New Rule button. So we don't have any rules, but this is the first one we're going to select or create. So this is the new formatting rule dialog box, and we're going to select format only top or bottom ranked values. So top or bottom ranked values. So format only top or bottom ranked values. And down here, depending on which one you choose, you have different options. So in the Edit the Rules Description selection, which is this lower section, click the percent. So the top. So we're going to do percent of the selected range. So in this rule, we're going to do the top 10%. We're going to click the Format button. We're going to do the Fill tab. So first of all, we're going to start with what color do we want our cell to be filled in with? So we want light red. Whatever color that is. I see just a regular red. It says light red. So it's going to give us a... Mine doesn't seem to give me any pointers up here. So let's just pick one. That's kind of an orangish. I don't see a pinkish type. We could do more colors. Maybe that. So go with a pinkish color. Yeah, it's like salmon. So let's do I'm going to do a different color. I'm going to do like a pinkish. Click OK. You can pick whatever color you want. In the Conditional Formatting Rules Manager dialog box, click the New Rules button. So hit OK. Click OK. Let's click OK again. So now this is the top 10%. So now let's go back. We're going to reselect our data. We're going to go back to Conditional Formatting. We're going to go to the Manage Rules. We want a new rule. So only top or bottom ranked values. And instead of top, we're going to do the bottom 10% this time. Put our check mark in the percent. Let's do Format. And this time we're going to do it light yellow. So we can click. I'm just going to do it's kind of yellowish. Click OK. Click OK. Click OK. Click OK. So now we have our bottom 10% and our top 10%. So I guess you probably don't want to be in the top or bottom 10% categories. But our other options, if we go back to, let's select these again. Go back to Conditional Formatting, go to Manage Rules, New Rule. See what we have. Format only top or bottom, format only values that are above or below, format only unique or duplicate values. So if you're looking for duplicates, you could use this to help highlight the duplicate values. Use a formula to determine which cells to format. So you can put formulas in there. So you can do all kinds of stuff with this box, which is very useful. I use it all the time. Click OK. Click. Oop, let's get rid of that. Delete rule. Because I didn't really do much there. I didn't really want that. So delete rule. Click OK. There we go.